Item number SCP-294. Object class Euclid. There are no standard special containment procedures on file for SCP-294. However, only personnel of security clearance level 2 or higher are allowed to interact with it. SCP-294 is stored in the second-floor personnel break room, monitored by 2 level 3 guards. It appears to be a standard coffee vending machine, with an entry touchpad. Upon depositing 50 cents, the user enters the name of any liquid. A cup is placed, and the indicated liquid is poured. Initial tests included water, coffee, beer, soda, sulfuric acid, and motor oil. Even substances not usually liquid, like nitrogen, iron, and glass, were successfully dispensed. However, requests for solid materials like diamond failed. It only delivers liquids. After about 50 uses, the machine would not respond, but restocked after 90 minutes. Caustic liquids had no effect on the cups dispensed by the machine. Testing is ongoing. SCP-294 was moved to the break room as a money-saving venture. Following Incident 294-01, guards were stationed and security clearance became necessary. On August 21, 2005, Agent Joseph attempted to use SCP-294 for coffee. At a colleague's request, he typed, "A cup of Joe." Moments later, Agent Joseph began to sweat profusely and collapsed. Medical teams recovered the cup's contents: blood, tissue, and other bodily fluids. DNA testing confirmed the material matched Agent Joseph. He recovered after 4 weeks. Both agents were reprimanded. Addendum 294-F. Testing SCP-294's ability to retrieve liquids from a distance. Addendum 294-H. A request for a cup of SCP-075 secretion was made. The requested liquid was dispensed and successfully contained. However, a containment breach of SCP-075 occurred simultaneously. SCP-075 secreted an equal amount of basic solution before being recontained. The liquid was not found in the post-incident investigation. Addendum 294-I. A researcher requested cup of gold. The machine dispensed a cup of molten gold. Similar requests yielded the same result. Addendum 294-J. A request for cup of anti-water was made. The machine hummed, then displayed out of range. It's theorized SCP-294 has a limited collection range, unable to reach alternate universes. Addendum 294-K. A request for diamond also resulted in out of range. This applies to all solid substances. Diamond is solid carbon. When cup of carbon was requested, it dispensed liquid carbon. SCP-294 was immune to the damaging effects of the dispensed liquid. Addendum 294-MEM. Testing SCP-294's retrieval range. A unique compound was placed 25 meters away in a sealed container. When requested, the fluid was dispensed and an equal amount vanished from its container. Addendum 294-001. Researcher requested the best drink I've ever had. SCP-294 dispensed a cola-like fluid. The researcher identified it as a mixed drink from his bachelor party. Addendum 294-001-A. Agent requested the best drink I've ever had. It delivered Vienna Lager with a picture of him and friends on the cup. SCP-294 can directly gather information from someone's mind. Addendum 294-Q-01. Subject keyed the perfect drink. It dispensed an odorless lavender liquid. After drinking, the subject went into shock. The subject later committed suicide, leaving a note. Everything's just one big letdown. Addendum 294-T01. Subject keyed something Cassie will like. It dispensed an empty cup with an image of a chocolate banana milkshake. SCP-085 identified it as delicious. SCP-294 can interact with abstract concepts. Addendum 294-W. Researcher keyed a cup of music. It produced a clear, sparkling, alcoholic fluid. Ingestion led to feeling a continuous rhythm. Addendum 294-AB. During a security breach, agent requested pertinent medical knowledge. SCP-294 poured a clear green liquid. After ingestion, he mended other agents' wounds. The medical training vanished later. This was an emergency self-preservation measure. Addendum 294-A. Dr. Antirom Dardanay requested My Life Story. It provided a viscous, opaque black liquid. Upon consumption, he remembered everything. He returned 48 hours later with a 538-page autobiography. Addendum 294 Aid. Researcher requested, surprise me. It contained normal water, heated to 200 degrees Celsius. It violently sprayed boiling water. Addendum 294 AF. Researcher requested, blood of Christ. It produced red grape wine with the message, Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei. Addendum 294 Egg. Requests for Smilodon blood, passenger pigeon blood, and Thomas Jefferson's blood failed. Addendum 294A. A D-class personnel requested blood of Canis lupus. Received wolf blood. Then saliva of Equus ferus caballus for horse saliva. Then urine of Phascolarctos cinereus for koala urine. Finally, cerebrospinal fluid of Phoberomys pattersoni, an extinct rodent. Addendum 294AI. Dr. King requested a cup of room-temperature superconductor. Received apple juice with seeds floating in it. An unexpected result. Addendum 294AJ. Dr. Menchu requested cup of D151839's leukemia. Received fluid with leukemic blast cells, a genetic match to D151839. A second request resulted in out of range. D151839 was leukemia-free. However, within 15 days, the leukemia recurred. SCP-294 continues to be a source of fascination and danger for the Foundation.